Welcome back. We're going to do our favorite little segment on Mondays called Real Estate Today with Peggy Wolfe. And guess who's sitting with me? Peggy Wolfe. And we have a special guest you brought with us, Bruce Carta from Land and Title. How are you?
Great. How you doing today?
Good to have you here.
Good to be
And
here.
Land Title Guarantee produces all of this information and supplies it to realtors in town, and I send them out to all my clients. So if anybody is interested in receiving this information on a monthly basis, they can give me a call or shoot me an email at peggy@peggywolfe.com, and I send these out every month. So Land Title, Bruce and Land Title Guarantee supply all this information to us, and it's a great thing.
I see your name everywhere in town in regards to stats and information and charts, so you really kind of got your pulse on what's being bought and sold here in Steamboat Springs.
Yeah, well, we just look at all the information that's put out through the Routt County Clerk and Recorder, so it is all public information. We just put it together in a nice format and put it out once a month so everyone can see what's going on in the market.
Excellent. So where are we going to start? Where do you want to start? I know you had one graphic that you mentioned, the bar chart. Erin, can you put the bar chart up there? There you go. Excellent. Thank you, Erin.
So Bruce, why don't you kind of explain what this is?
Okay, so what this explains is we just go back and look at the years back to 2004 and
I think this starts at 2005.
Yep, 2005, right there, up to
2005.
2011.
And what we're doing is we're looking at the volume of real estate sold each month in all of Routt County. And we're also looking at units sold, number of units sold. And you can see in the dark blue in May where we hit a peak, that was back in 2007. And that was the height of our market. And we started to see an uptick in real estate transactions and volume probably around 2004, 2005. And we slowly started gaining more sales, more units sold, and then peaked at 2007. And then 2008, we started to see a little bit of a decline. And 2009, we started to see a little uptick. And we're starting to see this come back to more of a normal market, probably about the 2004, 2003, 2004 market.
Yeah, 8, 9, and 10, there actually looks like there's some stability here. What I think is interesting, too, about this chart is 2011, we've only got really January. I guess February will be coming out. And we see that dollar volume is down a little bit in January, but what you're saying is transactions are up.
Correct. Transactions were up January year over year, about 25%.
So that's significant.
It is significant. And even though dollar volume is down slightly, we're seeing the bigger volume in the number of sales. So that's just showing that prices are down a bit, and that creates a really nice opportunity for people to pick up some real estate at a great price.
Those are the kind of stats that you're looking for. You know, you want to see that, you know, if you're interested in getting into the market right now, you see that the dollar volume is down, which is an indication of price, but transactions are up. So that's the perfect storm, so to speak.
Yeah, we are starting to see people return back into the market, again, because the pricing has come back to more of a normal pricing off the highs of 2007. And there are some good buys out there.
Yeah.
You know, the inventory is high. So we're seeing a supply and demand issue where there's a lot of supply and not as much demand. So that creates the pricing. And people are starting to realize that it's going to take a certain price if they want to get rid of their properties.
And you had mentioned before, we're seeing some cash transactions. So there's people sitting there, you know, and they're interested in having their second home or their home, and they're buying some of these properties cash outright.
And Bruce, what are you seeing in terms of closings, proportion of, or percentage of cash, and also percentage of foreclosure? Because in some metropolitan areas, foreclosures are 50, 60% of the market. It's not really that way here, is it?
In our market, it's different. In Stagecoach area, we are seeing, you know, 90% of the properties are foreclosure. The farther you get to the outlying area, the harder it is on the market in terms of foreclosure. We are starting to see more people that are getting loans, though, for properties in terms of single family and townhomes and stuff like that, and condominiums that could be financed. So we are starting to see the loans start to come back into the market. There are cash buyers out there. They're looking for the best deal. They have the best bargaining power. Another segment of our market, too, is that we're going to see a lot of land come on the market right now. Anywhere from the Stagecoach lots down in Stagecoach this summer to out in Hayden at Lake Villages. There's some projects in town, Greystone, and we're going to see a lot of land, and we're starting to see the prices come down on that as much as 50, 60%, and this is off the 2007 prices. So we're going to see a great opportunity for picking up land, be more of a long-term hold on that since there's so much of it. But
Or a place to build your dream home.
yeah, or a place to build your dream home. As the inventory gets picked through, we call it the low-hanging fruit, comes off the market. There's not as much nice stuff out there. The contractor's looking for work. Land is getting affordable, so it's a good time to also build a home, start looking at that.
Yeah, that's a good
And
point.
also, we might see the taxes come down on land in the next couple of years. So it could create a perfect storm for getting into a piece of property, holding on to it for an investment for your kids' college fund for
There you
10
go.
years from now or something like that.
I know one thing that you said that I thought was of interest, and maybe we need to get a mortgage person in here next week, is that some of the restrictions or some of the requirements for loans are starting to loosen up just a little bit. So
Right.
I find that to be interesting. We bought a place about a year ago, and it was hard. It took several places to look at, and you really had to come to the table with some cash in order to be able to get anything.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and it was on a condo, so that's good to see that because maybe we can move through these low-hanging fruit that's out there still for condos in some of these homes.
Right.
So what's a good way for people to get in touch with you, Peggy? There's so much information here. We can continue to talk about stats and numbers and graphs and trends,
Right.
what's going on financing-wise. When people really want to get to know Steamboat Springs, there's that aspect of the real estate, and then there's this aspect. Where can people get in touch with you?
The best way for people to get in touch with me is to call me at 846-8804, which is my cell phone, or you can email me at peggy@peggywolfe.com.
There you go. So two great places. You have a great website there, and that's your personal cell phone number that you
Yeah, it
have
is,
with
my
you.
personal
So
cell phone.
I think that's service with a smile.
And Bruce provides me with all the fabulous stats, and I send those out. And I have a database of probably about 3,000 people that
Okay.
I send out this information to on a monthly basis. So it's great that Land Title provides it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bruce being one of the members of your team, so to speak.
Yep.
So it's good stuff. I appreciate you coming on, Bruce.
Oh, no problem.
Where's a good place for Land and Title? Where are you guys located?
Well, we're down on 721 Oak Street and the old Boggs building,
Okay.
right next to the Quest Tower.
So nice little local title company.
Nice local title company right downtown. We are a local Colorado business. We have 50 offices in Colorado throughout the state. We do mostly work in Colorado. And if anyone wants to get a copy of these stats, the best thing to do is contact Peggy,
Right.
and she can email them to you. We put them out once a month. They are public information from the county clerk and recorder's office, but we just put a nice spin on it. And we also
Make 'em pretty.
do the other markets in Eagle, Pitkin, Garfield, Summit. So we keep track of everything that's going on in the other markets around here too.
Well, wealth of information.
It is.
Well, thank you for bringing Bruce on.
Thanks.
All right. Well, there you go. That's Real Estate Today here on the Steamboat Today Morning Show. If you have any other questions at all in regards to real estate, please contact Peggy. We'll be back with more.
Thank you.